Hey YouTube, it's noon and I'm here in Krati in this beautiful garden when it's free from trash and flies. And I think it's the this January 6th, 2017. I'm a little bit stressed because I had stressed evening thanks to my drunk neighbors and I really need to speak out about certain harassment which is going on here, unfortunately daily. So there are three requests I have for my neighbors. Three things. Thing number one would be the hygiene. Please do not throw the baby's diapers and ladies' rags, hygiene tampons into the garden. Same as food remains and plastic remains. And I'm the guy who's cleaning all the shit because they're not doing it. One lady is doing another one from time to time. And oh boy, diapers they can pile up very quickly. Second thing would be please no more street theater in any shape or form. And that is something which was very disturbing. And the third thing would be please no more louder music than 60 decibels because then my iron doors are vibrating and my floor is vibrating from basses, from bass instrument basses. And I have a beer joint maybe 15 meters away from my bed across the street, which is very close. And so now let's start with thing number two. So you know that I have a problem from the day one with the pimp, and to the degree with his prostitutes, but he was hostile from the very beginning. He's the guy from that footage of the house intrusion. That was not the first one. And yeah, from his crowd also some things been disappearing very close to the doors, like you know, $5, $10 things. So like a coffee warmer and a mouse for a computer and so on. So what is bothering me is that now he's recruiting the standard crew, which is boozing in that beer joint, like a small restaurant in front of my house. And then they start drinking at 6 o'clock. He also has the customers, that guy which is like running small business across the road, his friends. And then you have the classical scene with narcissistic people and psychopaths, exactly as they operate, as I was telling them in theory. And yesterday I filmed it with some other footages and I couldn't find it on a phone. Strange. And he was sitting with them and he was like really smearing me, talking about me. Farang Kimban, Farang in the house, Pailo, fucking let's go. My Europe, oh, he's from Europe, bok, bok, bang, bang, bang. Like I was talking about box, so then like commenting that, but really loud in a way, you must hear it. That kind of talk, shouting and practically, shouting in your direction, and we say it's their kawan in Croatian, literally jerking off on somebody, and this is like fucking routine, and you know what? In this country, in absolutely every neighborhood where they had a chance to do this street theater, they've been absolutely doing it. In Taveng was horrible. It was disgusting. Uh, it was also going on in Banlung when we had like permanent guests in a hotel, like police officers. Then it was going on, typical bullshit. But yeah, I'm talking about days in a row, and here it's now like absolutely every day between 6 p.m. and midnight. Peak is like 8, 9, 10. Then is the peak of the activity. Then they're really drunk. More they're drunk, more they're aggressive. And so how does it really work? So he now sits with them, and then he starts basically smearing, and I feel that horrible energy, and then all their hate is now directed towards me, and then they go, and then or he's like recruiting, of course, the prostitutes which are working, and oh my god, these are absolutely the poorest and the most stupid parts of the Khmer society. These girls, if you see some of them, they're really, really stupid. and cheap. You know, when you see it's cheap. It's like there is one with a fake blonde hair. She comes here with a boyfriend, and then she's like playing games with him, manipulating him, even hitting him in front of others, and he's like following her like a dog because she gives him some pussy. You know, and then she's also working here as a whore. That kind of thing. So, you know, and then of course, yeah, same pimp, right? And it's just so fucking toxic, you know. And you know what's the worst part is, absolutely for these people, I'm the weird one, you know. Ej, tko o čemu, kurva o poštenju, vojnik o skraćenju. This is for Croats, you know. And look who's judging me. People who are drunk every night, prostitutes, their family members who are pimping them. Of course, they're a big part of the scene when they're coming. Oh, yeah, you know what? You pimping your fucking daughter, and I'm your issue. Fuck off. I know the family of some of them. You know, one mother without most of the teeth. It's one very small baby and two boys of like 6 year olds. You know, she's pimping her like teen daughter, and you have other examples as well. Father also one daughter. You know, it's like a family thing. You know, needs to make money. That's it. And then and then you have this psychological element. I feel like a shit. I'm drunk, but hey, you know, there is a guy of different color. Fuck you. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then you have, yeah, you know, for drunks and junkies and hookers, I'm weird guy because I'm not drinking with them. I'm not fucking them. I'm really avoiding them, and I would never absolutely socialize with this kind of people because I can't. I can't because A, I feel horrible with them. I just want to leave. B, we have nothing to talk. C, they're always trying to scheme. All their logic is, does he speak our language? Put my, maybe you can make money on tuk tuk. Maybe he needs yaba. Maybe he needs drugs. Maybe he needs pussy. Maybe we can fuck him over this. Maybe he needs a house. You know, they just, you know, all what's going on around you with the Khmer when you socialize in conversation is how they can fuck you up. That's all. There is nothing much to it. Or they're making fun on your account if they can't, as I explained in previous mechanisms. And then yeah, no, that's it. And now I can tell you the story of the four cycles of violence. Just to repeat my theory. First step is when they notice you. When they notice you and they go, Farang, this is first step of when they start bullshitting, because those who are not gonna torture you, that these are the people who are not gonna notice you either. And then you have a second step is like immediate, you know, Farang Chkai and all the bullshit, Pa and white dog, this N word, it's like every second word, and then get lost and blah blah blah. Mao, like a shit came on a chokbo, his shit and so on. This is immediate. Yeah. And then comes the third phase when the psychopath within the group needs to explain mentally. This was all emotional. Now he mentally needs to explain them why I need to be hated, and then it begins the smearing campaign. You know, like this one is using the term "chok Kampuchea" that I say for Kampuchea. That is shit. No, Kampuchea is pretty good. You know, some people in Cambodia are like really, really shit, but most of the country is okay. So problem is, and I'm talking about that part of the country and mentality of that, you know, segment. And this is our smearing campaign. Of course, it's not a problem to hate somebody if you're white and a male. There is always something can be fine. And then you have this is when they're really gonna start throwing down and really hating you. How to put it? More cohesive and more intense, because now they know why they need to hate you. You understand me? Now they're organized. And then the fourth step begins with a small stone. When small stones start to fly into your direction, this is the beginning of the fourth phase, which is very unfortunate because in this country they have institution of a group attack, of course. This is why I carry my stick all the time, and they have institution of communal killing. Unfortunately, Al Jazeera removed documentary about this kind of practices in Cambodia. There was one awesome documentary. I scanned all their page and I just couldn't find it, which is such a pity, which is explaining you the mechanism of communal killing. And this is not a joke at all, because this is their tradition all the way from the Khmer Rouge, when all of them lived in like concentration camps and witnessed this public killings all the time, and then it simply remain a practice till this moment, which means that when police officers, powers that be, single you out as some public enemy, they encourage crowds to beat you up with bamboo sticks and machetes, and then they immediately cremate you in the first monastery. And as you know, in Buddhist countries, monasteries are everywhere with simple crematoriums. $200, my friend, for the fee for the priests, and he will get the wood. No worry, it's all organized, and you're off. No remains, nothing, just sorry remain. Nobody speaks. It's a communal thing. Would you speak about such a thing if you were only witness in your community? What I mean. So it's very unpleasant, but when you live in this society, you have to always calculate in your mind that there is always possibility that society reacts like that, because that's exactly how they reacted. And just some things for my critics, for hypocrites. If you call me racist, if you play on that R card, I'll tell you immediately you're a hypocrite, because I am a statistist. I am emotional statistist. You understand me? I have emotional statistics. So if somebody is harassing me every night, and I'm just gonna finish with this. In Taveng and other places, they end up with the term chayo, which means following. Chai is a heart. Chayen means a cool heart, but chayo is a term which means a quiet guy, and that means that you can throw into his direction whatever you want, and he's gonna be quiet. So that means following. If you turn into that kind of character, oh, this is the one which doesn't throw diapers. I don't know if you can see her. Yeah, that's the babe. So also one from the scooter from previous footage, evening player, and one with a small baby with, and she also throws her eggs. So yeah, that's the infestation, this vector with many diseases. And yeah, the chayo is the guy who is simply taking the shit, and that means that anybody in a community, when they figure it out that there is a white chayo, they can come into your house whenever. Imagine this: you had a shitty day, and there is a place where you can, instead of those breaking those Chinese pottery and to calm down, you can simply come into somebody's house and just shouting, "Hey, you FN, get lost of my country, cow, or hang out with the people there who are just going through the bullshit every evening. You turn up into fucking institution, my friend, in this country. You understand it? And this is the thing which simply cannot be tolerated anymore, because I simply do not have nerves to tolerate that anymore. That I just can't. I could tolerate that in Taveng, I simply could, but here I just can't. From some reason I simply react. That's it. I just go out. I'm packed, just in case. I go out. If shit hits the fan, I know what to do, and I just talk to them very, very calmly, very nicely. Please, cool it down. Just cool it down. No more that talk. Just cool it down. I live here, and I try to explain them. How would you feel if I would come in front of your house with 5 white guys and every night, hey you, fuck off, go your country. You stupid. I want to Gucci. He's in the house. How would you feel like every night? Would you notice that? Would you have an issue? And you know what Pimp said? Like, if you don't like it here, he said you can always go away. Just don't tell me what to do. Yeah, I'm telling you to fuck off, and yeah, my advice is to go away. Well, fuck you, because I like this place. This place is very nice, but you are the problem. Alcohol is the problem. Crystal meth is the problem. That's the fucking problem. Just to begin with. How about the underage prostitution? Is that maybe an issue? That's a fucking legal issue in every fucking country, my friend. You know what I mean? And you are getting away because you're part of the system. Of course, I know the whole bullshit. Guys like me, we cannot get away even with smoking marijuana casually. We get fired because of these rumors. And guys like him, they can prostitute underage prostitutes. And God forbid what's going on inside regarding drugs. You know what's keeping prostitutes in line, right? So, when you have this kind of neighborhood, you can turn blind eye shitloads of times, but sometimes it's what the fuck, I mean, I'm a human fucking being, man. You know, I deserve some respect. I don't really deserve you when you get drunk to just start insulting me. What do you expect, that I'm never gonna react? Are you insane? You know, I'm here like 4 months every night, almost every night, same bullshit. When I'm lucky, it's only during the nights. Many times it's just during the day, same bullshit. Yeah, yeah. Wait, yeah. I'm not a guy who goes to police and go directly to you. I'm very public, as you can see on the video. I talk to you as a man to a man. I don't care if you're in group of 5 or 4 or 5. I'll come to you and I'll talk to you as before, until you cool it down. Again, I'll finish with my starting thesis. I want 3 things. I want clear garden without diapers, without foods, rice leftovers, without rags, without plastic, you know, because that attracts rats, and that attracts cockroaches, that attracts flies, and it's not good, right? Bacteria, viruses, and so on. Second thing, please, do as I do. Do not insult me in front of my house. I'm not insulting you in front of your house, and that's a very simple rule. Show that a little respect. Now, there is nothing much to talk about. Or what? Or what? What's gonna be? I'm just gonna come to you and talk to you until you attack me. Then I'm gonna defend myself, because I never attack first. That's what's gonna be. Simple as that. And I'm gonna be in trouble, not you. And that requires some balls, right? To be alone, to be a white, and to know what's the scenario. Because even that is better than to be a child. And the third thing, just try to keep music under 60 decibels, because more than that, my house is vibrating. This is what I can tolerate the noise, but not the noise I can feel physically. That's some common sense should be there. And I'm tolerating 80 decibels, but oh boy, do I feel it. I don't like it at all, but I'm tolerating it. Toleration means literally sustaining the pain. You feel the pain, you keep your mouth shut. Well, I'm not Germany. I'm not England. I'm not allowing to be raped. I have a limit. Okay? If most of my race simply decided to turn into some, males turn into some cunts which are swallowing all kinds of shit, I'm not turning into that. I'm still good old-fashioned European. I tell you 10 times nicely, cut it, cool it, and then I react when you attack me, and I'm also prepared for that. And this is sad. I don't want that to happen. But just follow simple rules. Don't do to me what you wouldn't like me to do to you. Is that simple? Don't do to me what you wouldn't like to do. Or don't do white guy what you wouldn't like that white guy to do to you. That's that simple rule, not more nor less. Thank you for understanding. And like that, I just want to show you. New generation of prostitutes and their boyfriends and mixed crowd. So this is my bed. Let's go. Live show. This is my bed. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 steps from my bed, and I have already guys sitting there and talking loud on a phone, and then 2 more steps, And let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. 10:30, and then you have hysterical prostitutes coming from clients, and then they scream. That's how it is. Peeking through the door. And stealing whatever they can. And then throwing babies' diapers and rags and shit back. Clients in, money in, protests in there, and then shit in the back. Like industrial protests. Cocks inside, shit in the back.
Ê, vợ trôi không mẹ? Ui, con anh biết. Kho đời bia bông trong kho đời
It goes like that forever. My fence is shaking out of the sound waves from bases. I'm across the street. I hope you can hear that. So what would happen if I asked them to tone it down? What do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drunk males, and then you have females in the back on the floor. Drunk. And I really want to go to bed. It's after 10 p.m.